Hey, look who's here. Hey, Mean Matt.
Hey, Mean Matt here.
Hey, Mean Matt here.
Hey, Mean Matt here.
Hey, Mean Matt here. Hey, Mean Matt here. Hey, Mean Matt here. Hey, Mean Matt. This is Killer Kyle, and my special guest, because this is the mean. Yeah, well, whatever. Anyways, so if you haven't really noticed, Raw and SmackDown shakeup,
Yes.
and last night was quite interesting. I went up to Kyle's apartment later on, so I didn't really see the beginning, but holy shit, there was a lot that happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Start of the show with Stephanie coming out and Shane coming out, and they're talking about the Superstar shakeup and Superstars from SmackDown going to Raw, Raw going to SmackDown, all this other stuff, and they got Shane getting the ring announcer to do this long-winded intro, best in the world, yada yada yada, and then wants the ring announcer to do it in French because they're in Montreal.
Oh yeah, that's right
And
too.
I'm thinking, does the ring announcer even know how to speak French? And then I guess Shane decided he was gonna do it on his own, and he's saying something, which I believe was in French, and I think it was along the lines of best in the world or whatever. And Stephanie goes, "Oh, I didn't know you could speak French." And Shane was like, "Oh yeah, it's not like the Quebec French. It's somewhat whatever,
Creation French.
something like
Yeah.
that." And then Stephanie's like, "Oh, let's start things off with the first superstar coming to Raw." All of a sudden, you got the Miz coming through the crowd or whatever, jumping Shane, beating the crap out of Shane, and it's like, oh, that's from what happened at WrestleMania, and beating him up and throwing him all over the place and using a steel chair and hitting him with a steel chair and all this other stuff, and it's like, well, okay, for one, Miz hasn't forgotten about what happened at WrestleMania, but two, Miz now is going to be on Monday Night Raw by the looks of things.
Oh yeah.
And several superstars that were on Monday Night Raw, and a couple that were talked about coming to Monday Night Raw. I mean, you got the Usos, you got Naomi, you got Rey Mysterio, you've got Andrade, you've got one of the ones that was talked about is Cedric Alexander. He's going to be on Monday Night Raw from 205. One that they talked about, but they didn't really show anything of, that's also going to be on Monday Night Raw, is Eric Young of Sanity. He's going to be on Monday Night Raw now. There was a tag team match involving Aleister Black and Ricochet. Now, it was on Raw, but that doesn't mean they're going to be completely on Raw. They may end up on SmackDown tonight. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it was Aleister Black and Ricochet teaming with Hawkins and Ryder, the current Raw Tag Team Champions, against the Revival and, well, what initially was the War Raiders
Oh yes.
now has become the Viking Experience. And not only that, but they're no longer being called Hanson and Rowe. they're being called Eric and Argo as what I can't remember what the other name was, and it's like, okay, talk about a complete change in not only team name but individual name as well. And it's like, okay, when they were on a takeover, I can't remember what one it was they debuted, they were referred to as, I think, War Machine, which is their name they used in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And then they started wrestling on NXT, and they became the War Raiders. Okay, slight change of the team name, no biggie.
No.
And then they're still called individually Hanson and Rowe and Hanson. Completely fine. Then they debut on Raw last night, and they changed the name of the team to the Viking Experience, and changed the individual names to Eric and Aristar. I can't remember what it was. And it's like, okay, was Hanson and Rowe not Viking enough names for these guys? I mean, they're too big, intimidating, physical, albeit at times also athletic men, and there wasn't really anything wrong with using the names Rowe and Hanson, but it is what it is. They changed the names, the individual names, the team names.
You know,
Ta-da.
see, this is why I don't like the company. You have a guy like Vince McMahon who's lost he doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He's like, what, 75? No, it's less
73?
Yeah, whatever. He takes wrestlers, different promotions, and he's been really good. Okay, first off, Shinsuke Nakamura kept Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Kenta is, fucking Hideo Itami. What about other guys? It's really irritating to me that you took guys like Hanson and Rowe, the best take team in wrestling, period, nowadays, and you put them in the main roster, but you changed their names. So basically, you spit on the name, and then you spit on Raylan Hanson, now they're Ivan and whatever.
Yeah.
And, it's like Vince has no idea what he's doing anymore. So, I mean, that really pisses me off, and I can't see them staying in the company that very long because of this kind of shit, The fact of the matter is, you don't understand why this is important to keep your fucking identity. And this, it hasn't happened in a long time, but the fact is, you just changed everything because you didn't want another brand's name on your company, and that's bullshit.
I will give credit where credit is due. You are correct. A lot of the people that are on the main roster right now that were previously on NXT, a lot of them have kept their former name, previous name, whatever. I mean, Finn Balor's still Finn Balor, Seth Rollins is still Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns is still Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens is still Kevin Owens, even though he's Kevin Steen in Ring of Honor. He changed the last name to Owens, I think it was for his son, still got Sami Zayn, still got all the, and, one of the main names that have been on the main roster right now, going back and forth between Raw and SmackDown, is Ricochet. He's still under the name Ricochet. Now, there was that interview that you and I saw with Johnny Impact from Chris Van... I can't remember. Chris guy. Anyway.
Sorry, Chris.
My apologies, dude. I know your name, I just can't. Anyway. He said that Ricochet spent a period of time wrestling for Lucha Underground as Prince Puma. And then he obviously left Lucha Underground to go to NXT and have some amazing matches on NXT. You know, North American Champion, the ladder match for the inaugural, when they first introduced the North American Championship, was fantastic. You know, he was in War Games. He's had several other fantastic matches. So aside from him being Prince Puma in Lucha Underground, he decided to go to NXT. He, I guess, wanted to go back to using the name Ricochet, which is completely fine. One thing I did think of, though, when I saw the Viking Experience on Raw last night, yeah, the Viking Experience and the Usos going to Raw. Completely fine. They bring back a previous team that was on Raw, that went to SmackDown and is back on Raw, the Usos, and then introduce a new team to Raw from NXT. That's all fine and good. You know, kind of brings some new vitalization to the Raw Tag Team division. However, right now as it stands, War Machine, War Raiders, Viking Experience, whatever, right now, current NXT Tag Team Champions. So, does that mean that they're going to bounce back and forth between Raw and NXT, defending the NXT Tag Team titles and, you know, compete on Raw as well? Or at some point within, you know, the next few weeks or so, they'll eventually lose the NXT Tag Team titles to a team in NXT, whoever it may be, and then wrestle full-time, you could say, on Monday Night Raw.
Right.
I don't know. And another thing, too, is like, okay, you're going to have Eric Young on Monday Night Raw. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where does that leave?
Sanity.
Well, Alexander Wolf and Killian Dean, and where will, at some point, Nikki Cross end up? Will it be like Killian Dean, Alexander Wolf, and Nikki Cross? Just those three on SmackDown? Like, to have Killian Dean and Alexander Wolf be a tag team, and then have Nikki Cross on the SmackDown women's roster, if you will? I don't know. But it'll also be interesting to see who ends up tonight on SmackDown from Raw. Side note, because of the NHL playoffs going on right now, SmackDown will not air on Sportsnet 360. It'll be on Sportsnet Now or the OLN channel.
Exactly. So that's weird. Also, elsewhere, talking about Sasha Banks is now in deep shit.
Yeah.
What happened? Like, it was all over YouTube, but a few videos on it talking about how she's unfollowing WWE, apparently following AEW.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure why, and I don't know why she's not happy, because at the same time, you know, she had a good thing going with Bayley.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't think that her storylines are terrible. I just don't understand why she's doing this.
Yeah, I don't get it
A
either.
lot of people are saying that she injures wrestlers as well, which
I don't know about that one.
I think Nia Jax kind of does it more than she does. But
Yeah, ask Becky Lynch that question.
yeah, there's a list. Well, now she's injured herself, so
True.
karma's a bitch. But there's a lot of speculation, so I don't know what's going to happen with Sasha Banks, honestly.
Yeah. And it's one of those things, too, where, like, something in the company makes you unhappy, fine. But there's certain ways to deal with it, whether they're being a stupid idiot and unfollowing the promotion you're currently with under contract on social media, and then start following another company on social media.
Well, that's just that just tells me that you're just a jealous douche. You know, that's or not jealous, immature.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm immature myself, but I don't go to that level.
yeah. And I mean, if you have an issue with something, instead of taking the childish route,
Yeah,
man up, so to speak, grow a pair of balls,
so to
even though
speak.
you're a woman, and go to your boss, Triple H, Stephanie, Vince, Shane, whatever, and go, hey, look, this is what's on my mind. This is how I'm feeling. Okay, let's talk about it and work it out. Instead of being an egomaniacal 12-year-old twat.
Pretty much, yeah. I like that. It is true, though. That's kind of the way it is, you know. I definitely like her as a wrestler, and, well, I mean, she is good in the ring. I'm just saying, she injures herself a lot.
Seems to be, yes.
So,
I mean, the amount of high-risk spots she's taken where she's landed flat on her back, it's a wonder that woman can still even walk properly.
well, like I probably said, I'm surprised she's not in a wheelchair. But Mercedes needs to man up or woman up and go somewhere else. If she's going to go to AEW, then go to AEW. You know.
Like I said, I've heard before that hasn't really been used all that much. It's time to either nut up or shut up.
Yeah. I used to have a saying, and it was on one of my Facebook feeds. I put it on, and it was stop whining and start winning.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever that means, I don't know, but it is true. Stop whining and just do it, and succeed, whatever.
Suck it up,
Suck it up, but yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Anyways, so yeah, SmackDown is tonight. There's no Wheels of Fury episode this week.
Yes.
Well, this Friday, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'll be back after the Easter holiday. On the next Friday, we're going to shake things up a little bit ourselves.
Yes.
And yeah, so I mean, Matt, and this is Killer Kyle, my guest here. That's another thing I wanted to do as well, is try to make my own YouTube channel for Wheels of Fury, just because this is my individual channel, so
Yeah.
it's kind of difficult when YouTube doesn't let me download my videos anymore.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, talk to you later. Bye.